Joy to the world, Doctor Who's coming back.
I do need to double check because I'm pretty sure the last video you did that as the intro gag.
Yes, I did.
Oh, is this the intention?
Yes.
Okay, all right. We'll cut this bit out, and we'll pretend as though I didn't say that bit. We'll keep your singing in.
No, this is all it. This is the intro. That's all I got.
No. Oh, really? Oh, so you're exposing me for suggesting the intro was wrong when it was actually right.
Yes.
Okay, so where's this going then? Give us the grand finale.
How do you guys like Doctor Who trailers? Because we'll talk about them today.
This just in, local Doctor Who podcasters phone it in for episode 100 and whatever it is. And we continue to phone it in right after we roll the intro. Hello and welcome back to Who's There, a Doctor Who podcast. My name is Troy, his name is Crispy, and we are the hotline that accepts your calls, not just throughout all of time, but throughout all of space, and all the worlds, too. And as we go around the world, we like to bring joy. We like to think we do. If we do, why don't you give us a 5-star on Spotify? I don't know why that just came to mind, but it did. It did. In fact, actually, Crispy, I've got a fun story to open up this podcast. So hello, Crispy. How are you doing, sir?
Oh, mate, I'm absolutely fantastic. All the better for seeing you. How are you?
I'm so good, man. I'm so good. I'm very glad to hear you're doing well. I wonder, Crispy, can we check the reviews for our podcast on Apple? Is there a way to bring those up? Do you know?
I can find them, yeah, why?
Okay, I'm wondering if we check the reviews, because I had a fun little time when I was getting a haircut. Here it is. I found the review, Crispy. You don't need to bring it up. I've got it.
Okay.
I was getting a haircut the other week, and my barber, who's a lovely guy, who likes to ask me about my YouTube stuff every now and again. You know, how's your YouTube bits? He asked me, like, my last trip to Sweden. He was like, how did that go? Blah, blah, blah. Lovely guy. And he goes, oh, how's the weekly podcast going? And he's got a new barber in there with him. And he's like, oh, you got a podcast? I was like, I've got 2, actually. He's like, oh, yeah, so I've got a weekly Doctor Who one. He went, oh, what's it called? So tell him the name. He looks it up. And he goes, oh, I'm going to read a review of it for your podcast on Apple. And I went, okay.
No.
And he picked out a 2-star review that was left 2 years ago.
No.
So I just want to share this with you because I thought it was really funny.
Oh, no.
Left by Mr. Day. The title of the review is Too Much Red Bull.
What?
Too much. We're obviously talking about me and my super fast speaking, because the review says, could be good, but I can't understand the guy who doesn't take any breaths and speaks at 1,000 miles an hour. You need to work as an auctioneer. One day I will find a decent Doctor Who podcast.
What the I swear.
And my barber literally had to go, I'm so sorry he read that out. I was like, I don't mind, it's kind of funny, but I'm a bit sad someone left a 2-star review, but it wasn't like he's ugly. I know I talk too fast, but, you know.
That's rude.
It is.
That is rude.
But honestly, there's no lie there. I think I'd be a pretty good auctioneer. We're selling the Doctor Who prop over there, going 15, going 20, going 25. Anyone taking 30, 30 over there? Okay. Anyone taking 35, 35 over there? The guy in the top hat, okay. And 40 quid, going once, going twice. Sold. I think it works.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Surely is that the first review that pops up for us?
No, I had to scroll to find it. So that other barber was being devious. He scrolled through to find that.
I was about to say, I feel like that's on the barber. That's rude.
There's a lot of 5-star reviews, which is really nice. So you know what? Let's start reading them out. And as we said earlier, if you leave a 5-star review, I think only on Apple has the worded reviews. I'm not sure if any of the platforms do. Feel free to let us know if any do. But you know, Spotify, you get video podcasts, and Apple listeners, you get to have your reviews written out. I don't have to mock Apple viewers anymore.
No,
Crazy.
They have a perk.
But you do need to actually leave reviews for us to make this a weekly feature. So please do consider doing so. We'll pull one from 2023. Oh no! Wow! Oh my gosh!
Is it bad?
There is a giant one that is. Oh, I think it's written by ChatGPT. What on earth?
Oh no!
I would just pick one out that said a very serious review, and at the bottom it says ChatGPT. But then it says my review. It tastes like chicken. 5 stars, as rated by Captain Kitchener.
No, that's nice.
Thank you very much. So leave your non-ChatGPT reviews on Who's There Doctor Who podcast on Apple, and we might read it out. Anyway, that was a fun little intro. How are you doing, Crispy?
Wow. Oh, I'm good. Are you all right?
I'm good. Do you feel like I've woken you up now?
Well, no. Too much Red Bull. I think they're just saying bull about red. Arch alive. That's what I think about that review. Thank you very much.
Oh, I thought you were saying that he was actually saying that I talk too much bull, and I was like, damn, you're making that review far worse than it was.
I was saying that they are saying bull about Red. It's clever.
You know what? That's so true. Even though he was probably right, I appreciate you backing me up. I love that you got my back, brother.
I got your back, brother.
Thank you, man. Have you been up to anything fun this weekend?
Hey, yesterday went and saw a piece of cinematic.
So
mastery.
did I. Oh, what was? We both saw some amazing entertainment. What? Do you want to know what I saw, Crispy?
Oh, please.
I saw a play with Jodie Whittaker in called The Duchess.
Oh.
She was fantastic in it. Great
Not the
acting.
Doctor?
Some cool sets. Actually, Joel Fry was the other lead cast member, who is one of the cast members of Joy to the World.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
Well,
he's the
there you
one
go.
who kind of says everything ever all at once, but not quite because of copyright reasons. So,
I see,
So that's quite cool. What was your amazing piece of entertainment that you saw, sir?
I saw Kraven the Hunter.
Were you hunting for a good time, or is it is it going to make $1 billion at the box office?
Troy, you wouldn't believe, but this film has some of the strangest dialogue, some of the strangest scenes. There's a scene where, like, the forest is on fire for a second, and they've done a pretty good job at filming it, and then it just cuts to, like, a 720p shot of stock footage of a forest burning, and then it cuts back to I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it,
no.
man. Yeah. So, great film, 10 out of 10.
Well, what's your actual review? Come on.
Oh, mate, I don't know. A generous 5 out of 10.
Wow.
Like, generous.
Wow, okay.
I mean, there was some fun stuff. There's some pretty good... There was, like, a good action set piece in London. But apart from that, just some janky dialogue, baffling decisions, like, baffling dialogue. And it felt like it went on for ages. But, I mean, it's fun.
A bit like this section before we get into the main body of the podcast.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, no. The only thing I've seen of Craven so far, well, I've seen a few things, but I saw Discussing Films review that said something on the lines of, within the first 15 minutes, you'll be questioning how gullible Sony think you are by buying a ticket for this film.
Wow.
Do you agree with that review?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
sure.
alright, cool. No, I did think it was going to go badly, because, what?
Oh no! I've got a stupid story from the day.
Okay, I'll be
yesterday.
quick so you don't forget it. No, I knew it was going to go badly when I saw that they put the first 8 minutes of the film out on YouTube, like 2 weeks before the film came out. I was like, oh, you've got no faith in this, have you? So, yeah. I'll let you know when I watch the film, hopefully soon. But it won't be before Sonic 3. On Friday, baby. It's out on Friday. It's out on Friday.
Oh, wow.
It's out on Friday! I'm going to lose it!
I didn't know that was happening so soon.
I can't, mate. I cannot wait. It's going to be the best film of the year, and I do not care. Okay, what's your fun story?
Oh, well, we went... I went with some workmates yesterday, and it was Sunday, and we went at the 10:15 session to Kraven the Hunter.
Oh.
And, like, the cinema's packed, but it's just, like, kids and their families to go and see Moana 2. So it's just like, you're walking through and kids are like drawing, kids are doing puzzles and stuff. It's like, it was mayhem.
Singing you
mayhem.
welcome down the theatre hallway, yeah.
Yeah, literally. And then we get to our cinema, it's all the way at the back, and we're the only ones in the cinema about to see Kraven the Hunter. We're so excited. And then, just before the film starts, this entire family, 2 families walk in, and we're like, this is Kraven the Hunter, like, there's a bit where he, like, bites a guy's eye out. So it's a quite a violent
Spoilers,
film.
good grief, man. Oh.
It's in the trailer. Anyway, so these families come in and we're like, are you here to see Kraven the Hunter? Like, oh no, we're here to see Moana 2. Like, oh yeah, wrong cinema. And so the families leave. But one of the families leaves this little, like, 5-year-old girl who's in a tutu, and she's just, like, sat in our row, and we're like, oh no. And the film was about to start, and, like, I reckon 3 minutes in, there's a quite a violent scene, and I was like, we are against the clock here. So we run out to find that family that just left to go and see whatever cinema they're in, and then eventually, just before the violent stuff happens, the mum comes back and is just laughing because she sat so content watching this film, Kraven the Hunter, but then she left
oblivious
anyway.
to the fact that presumably one of her kids just didn't follow her out of Kraven.
Yeah. It was wild, and I
don't
feel
want
like
to spend an hour talking about
this,
this, man. This is exciting. I like these stories.
Yeah. Well, no, I felt so bad because it definitely would have been a defining moment in her life if she stayed for longer than 10 minutes. But yeah. Anyway,
cinemas can be a crazy place.
Cinemas are a beautiful place. I love going to the movies.
Yeah. I feel like cinemas are worse to watch films than they used to be 10 years ago. You know, you get funny looks if you turn around and look at someone for talking through a film.
Yes. Have you ever seen the film Nerve?
No.
Oh, well, anyway. Worst cinematic experience of my life. Not because the film was bad. The film was fun, but I went to this cinema here. It's kind of like a cheaper chain, really. And the cinema was packed. And it honestly felt like I was at a sports game. Because everyone was just, like, yelling, and I felt like popcorn was being thrown, and everyone was, like, cheering and booing. It was just weird. It was... Anyway,
And it wasn't for a Marvel film? Because that's, like, big in America, people doing that, screaming along for films.
No, it was for a film called Nerve that has... God, what's her name? From, like, Scream Queens and Dave Franco. Anyway, regardless, it was a long time ago.
In a galaxy far, far away.
That's my story. Don't go and see Nerve in cinemas. Not now.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's in cinemas anymore, I would imagine. How old is the film?
It's from 2016, so yeah, you're fine.
I don't think that's a problem. I don't think that's a problem. Well, after that very long anecdote that felt very much like an old episode of Who's There. You know, you've all been asking for the old podcast.
Bring it
no
back.
One has been.
Yeah, but people like that stuff.
To be honest, I do kind of miss that. I kind of miss us chatting random stuff for 15 minutes.
We can have an anecdote.
Can you tell that we're not as excited for Doctor Who as we used to be? I'm joking. Do you know what? There's so much of that on Twitter, though. In fact, we're gonna just touch on that briefly. We're gonna get to Joyce the World in a minute. Don't worry. But at least this is Doctor Who themed. Are you just seeing a general uptick on social media at the minute of people saying that they've lost excitement for Doctor Who, or they don't feel as excited as they figured they would be? Because I feel like those tweets are like 10 a penny at the minute.
I haven't really been on Twitter all that much recently.
Good choice. Honestly, good choice.
I don't know. Myself, I'm pretty excited for Joy to the World, but maybe, yeah, I mean, we've talked about it before. I feel like I put a lot of chips on this being like my new favorite era of Doctor Who, and I don't think it is. So maybe I am disappointed in that regard, but it's still good Doctor Who.
I still think I'm going to try. I don't know if I'm going to manage it, actually, to be fair. I mean, the only marathon I'm planning right now is my mum has, for some reason, agreed to this with me, that we're going to watch Sonic 1 and 2 the same day as Sonic 3. So we're going to have a 3-film Sonic marathon, which is going to be amazing.
Awesome.
Dude, I can't.
That's so good.
I cannot wait. I literally, if we push much more, I will spend the next hour talking about my excitement for Sonic 3, so let's be careful here. But my point is, I really wanted to do a marathon of Season 1 of Doctor Who before the Christmas special. I think I said this on the podcast 1 or 2 weeks ago. And I do still want to do that, because one thing recently is I'm seeing more and more 15th Doctor clips on YouTube, or watching all reactions back from Season 1, and I'm like, this season, like, the more I see of it, the more I'm like, I think it's better than we made it out to be. I really do. You know? I think it was gone too quickly and had a few too many bits of Shooty not being there, but, like, there's some fantastic stuff in there. There's really some fantastic stuff.
Yeah.
Sam?
No, there absolutely is. There absolutely is. And I have faith for Season 2.
Maybe this is the new version of not liking a Doctor in their first series, because we don't have that. I've talked about it before. We'd have the mourning of the previous Doctor to get over. Instead, we just say the whole season isn't as good, rather than the Doctor isn't as good until we get used to them. Maybe that's what's happening.
Yeah, maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe.
You know, maybe when Season 2 comes out, which here's your first bit of news, Crispy. Have you got a news ding?
Oh, God,
it's only tiny.
Soundboard?
It's really only tiny, but it just feels appropriate to
Troy,
do.
we have to do it. We have to do it. Okay, here we go.
We have to.
Here we go. News ding. Give me that ding.
Oh, look at that. Rusty Davies was on, I think, the One Show, question mark? I don't know.
I did see he was doing some press.
Yeah, and he said regarding Season 2 of Doctor Who that it's coming sooner than you think.
Interesting. We had one of our callers say something interesting as well about not Season 2, but Season 3 and beyond. So we'll see what happens.
Well, yeah, people seem to be blown out of proportion, I fear, because he just said he doesn't know what's happening with Season 3 yet, which is already what he's said previously.
Yeah.
So my assumption is they're releasing Season 2 early so that they can get a word from Disney, decide what their plan is, and then start filming, because they're planning to start filming Season 3 once Shooty finishes up his run in the theatre with The Importance of Being Earnest, which I think wraps in January or February. I'm not entirely sure. So I think they're waiting for that, and then they're just going to film on whatever budget they've got with whatever they can do once they know whether Disney's renewing it or not, and then get it out next year, or the year after, sorry, but maybe more like May, do it a quick turnaround, and maybe later in the year, who knows? But
I don't think we're getting Doctor Who in 2026.
He said yearly Doctor Who, and I think you know
I truly don't think we're getting it.
Twitter wouldn't agree, but I trust in the Russ. I have
if
that Russ
that's the
trust.
case, they'll push the spin-off show to 2026. We're getting a class year.
Oh, don't even. That was not a Clash year.
Whoa!
Capaldi was in one thing. That's not a Class year. Oh, sorry. Well, two things. He was in 10 minutes of a Class episode as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's pretend that's the order I thought of and not the other way around where I thought he was in Class and then forgot there was also a Christmas special he was in.
And it was the same year Nerve came out, so just a horrible year for me.
Yeah, crazy time. 2016. It's also the year David Bowie died. Nothing ever went well in 2016.
No, God, 2016, horrible year.
Horrible year. Yeah. Anyway, so 20 minutes into this recording. This is ropes.
No,
do you ever have one of those sessions? I mean, the intro was literally about it being phoned in, and do you ever feel like you're just like, you know what? Maybe this episode we're not on our best.
I love this. People are gonna eat it up. Yum yum yum.
I honestly think, I'm enjoying this more. I kind of like just chatting rubbish with you. We know what we should do. We should just do like a chatting rubbish episode. And like add it in between the Doctor episodes or something, you know?
We'll go into an episode and not know what to title it, and then at the end we'll figure out what to title it.
The improvised episode. Actually, that goes hard.
The improvised episode. Sure.
I actually quite like that idea.
Sure.
Coin it.
We'll give
Anybody
it a
else
go.
steals it now, we will send our lawyers after you. They definitely exist. My lawyer looks like that. This is my lawyer. He will ride after you and he will arrest you. For the audio listeners, it's just Shadow the Hedgehog on a motorbike.
My lawyer is the Beast Boss.
Oh, that's quite cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, the point of this episode, halfway through, is we are talking about the Joy to the World trailer, the Christmas special coming out. By the time you're listening to this, how many days? 8 days away. Crazy.
Oh,
that is kind of crazy, actually. That is actually kind of crazy. But Crispy also had some points he wants to make about the marketing for Joy to the World. He said that he wants to engage his marketing brain. So, do you want to lead with that, or do you want to take some callers?
Let's take a call.
Let's take a call. Let's see what one of our listeners thinks about the Joy to the World trailer. Who are we going for?
We're going for Mateo.
Mateo, what have you got to say?
It's probably too late, but I like the trailer. It's very cool. I like me some Shooty. And I like me some Moffat. It'll be good. That's all.
Thank you.
I agree with your call.
I agree with that.
I do think it's funny because I realised a little too late I hadn't put a call out for this episode's topic and just went in the Discord and went, guys, can you give us some calls quick? And it turns out we recorded like a week after I asked for that, so I really could have just done a proper call out by the end of it.
No.
Thank you, Mateo. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We've only got 2 more call-ins to do, Crispy, this year.
Oh my God.
Can you believe that? Because this is the first year of us taking calls, you know?
Wow.
Like it's kind of weird.
We've done it for a whole year.
Done it for a whole year. How have we managed to listen to this lot for a year? It's crazy.
I don't know. Let's take another
fun
call.
statistic, Crispy, scroll up.
Yeah.
So far, since we started using SpeakPipe, we have taken 571 of your calls.
Really? Wow. How did you know that?
It says number 571 next to Mateo.
Wow.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
We haven't answered 571, but here we go.
No, we haven't. Well, we haven't entered Patreon ones as well, so we've definitely listened to more than 600. Well, maybe not. We haven't listened to some. Whatever. Next caller. See, Dr. Hoovian's called in. What has Dr. Hoovian got to say?
Hello, Dr. Hoovian.
G'day, boys. Let's theorise. What do we actually know about the Time Hotel? First thing, Russell has said in an interview that the Time Hotel...
Hang on. I don't want to get all spoilery.
Oh.
Are we theorising?
He said theorising.
I'm nervous.
The question is, do you trust Dr. Hoovian?
I don't know, man.
Say no. It'd be really funny.
We can give it a red hot.
No. Say no. He knows he knows you don't that you won't mean it, but say no. It'd be really funny. We can create some drama in the podcast.
No.
Oh, drama! Crispy says he doesn't trust his listeners. Next caller, please. Who we taking?
Drama.
Who we taking?
Well, I just don't want to.
Please pick another caller. It'd be really funny.
Well, I mean, I don't know what to do.
Go on, Dr. Hoovian. Give us your theory. What have you got? What's your game theory?
Here we go. Game
said
theory.
In an interview that the Time Hotel can open a portal to anywhere. Keyword being can implies that it's maybe intentional. And then the second thing, we see in the trailer there's Victorian era people and cavemen there in the foyer. They look very casual. So perhaps they are representatives of that particular time and space. And there's a lot of shots in the trailer of trains. So I'm thinking it's a dimensionally transcendental train, perhaps, that is also a hotel. Bye.
Whoa. What are you laughing at?
I'm just laughing at the idea that someone from prehistoric times would be in a hotel as a representative of cavemen. Yes, I am Krog. I speak for cavemen. Like, what are you?
I speak for cavemankind. Show me
But
to my
I
room.
like the train is dimensionally transcendental. What? Oh,
Wow.
oh. Who said
Wow.
that in Doctor Who? Someone said that in Doctor Who.
I believe that was Bill.
No, it was not Bill. It was
was
not
Bill.
Bill. Who said it? It wasn't Rogue. Was it
I don't
Rogue?
know.
Actually, no. I think it was Rogue.
I don't know, man. I don't like this show.
What is this episode, mate? What are we doing? What are we doing? You're spending more time talking about Craven than you are trying to break down someone's reference. Do you want to know why they call me the Rhino? Does he say that in the film, actually?
Oh, the rhino is the best part of that film.
Does he actually say
Hands
that, though?
down.
Because, like, these Sony films have a habit of not,
Yes.
like, using the quotes. Because I've said to you before, Morbius had one of the hardest lines in the opening in the trailer, which is when he cuts his hand to, like, some of the bats and he goes, if you're gonna run, do it now. And I was like, well, that's cool. That's hard. Not in the film.
Yeah.
He's just like, I am a doctor. Slice hand, boom.
I'm pretty sure he said, you want to know why they call me the rhino? It's a
Yeah,
bizarre
because I'm going to
film,
mouth
man.
it alongside. You know, I love my little movie quotes.
It's so bizarre. It's so
Oh.
bizarre.
Have you heard that's the end of the Sony universe, by the way, though?
Oh, thank gosh.
Actually, here's an important question for everyone listening who wants to watch Kraven the Hunter. Is there an end credit scene that now sets up
No,
nothing?
well, I mean, I left. I left.
You're sat here going, oh, cinema, but you didn't even stay to see the end credit scene.
I'm pretty sure there's not. We Googled it, but we didn't see for ourselves.
Do you know what, right? Joyce the World, sure, important, but does Kraven have an end credit scene is more
pretty sure
important
it
to me
doesn't.
right now. I need to know this. Wow. No post-credit scene at all, which does seem sadly fitting for what is likely Sony's last gasp at giving side Spidey characters like Venom and Morbius their own solo movies, says
Yum,
USA
yum, yum.
Today 1 day ago. Wow.
Wow.
I wonder if they had one in there and they pulled it when they decided they were doing no more Spidey films.
Yeah, probably.
You know, Morbius just shows up and goes, I'm looking to put together a team. And he's like, wow, I'm craving a good time. And then roll
I
credits.
think it's got to do with Spider-Man.
And that's the other thing. It was confirmed. Like, everyone was like, why did they never use Spider-Man? Sony had the ability with their licensing to use Spider-Man in any of these films, but refused to because they didn't think people would be able to, like, understand Tom Holland's Spider-Man appearing in one of the films.
Wow.
Isn't that
'Cause we're
insane?
dumb.
I mean, Andrew
'Cause
Garfield
we're
was
dumb.
right there. Although, he might have dodged a bullet not being in that particular universe, I fear.
Yeah, poor thing. Poor thing.
Poor thing.
Anyway,
No, that's Emma Stone.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
with it. Ha ha ha.
That's Emma
Very
Stone.
good.
This is the most like chaotic energy episode we've done. I feel like I say this every few weeks, but this is like the chaotic energy is off the charts here, Crispy.
You know what? We're gonna get the end credits for Joy to the World.
A season 2 trailer.
Oh, and I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you-
we get
Okay.
our first look at season 2 in like a couple days, Troy.
Here is a
That's
question,
awesome.
and maybe we'll make it a poll time if I can remember, because my brain isn't very good. Are you more excited for the Christmas special itself or the season 2 trailer?
Oh.
Exactly.
Oh, Troy.
Exactly.
Oh, Troy, remember that time we were like, let's do a Legend of the Sea Devil review, and then I swear the thumbnail was like the regeneration from the 10-second clip we got of Power of the Doctor at the end.
It was, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that speaks volumes as to how excited we get over a future tease.
No, I
But-
think it speaks volumes as to how disappointing Legend of the Sea Devils was, buddy.
Crikey.
Still not the worst episode of Doctor Who, though. Anyone who says that is
No.
wrong.
Absolutely wrong.
I
Absolutely
mean, there's an
wrong.
episode so bad it's not even on BBC iPlayer anymore. Granted, that's because of the news presenter in
Yeah,
it
yeah,
being a very dodgy person, but we're going to pretend it's
It's
because the
true.
episode's also quite bad.
That's true. That's
If
true.
you don't know what I'm talking about, it's more fun if I keep that ambiguous. I feel like it's just more fun leaving that a mystery. You know?
Yep. Yep.
Watch
that's
out for that
true.
episode. You know? She's a scary one. You may even you may even fear her.
Oh my god.
I'm so funny, Crispy. Play another caller.
You are a cheeky boy.
I know. I know.
Wait, no, you asked me a question. You asked me a question. Am I more
Well, you
excited
kind of
for
answered it, I thought. Have you
for
got a different...
Christmas? Well, no, I was just saying a point that we do get excited for a tease, but
Oh.
I am excited for Doctor Who on Christmas again. I like that idea, even though it's Boxing Day for me. It's fun, festive period in my life.
Okay.
What about you?
I think I'm about even on both, to be honest. Because I do really like the idea of the Christmas special. The trailer looks pretty good. Looks like some good stuff, including one of the cast members of the play I saw, the Duchess, Joel Fry, was one of the leads. I don't remember if I said this before we started recording or afterwards. My brain's already not working. Did I say this after we started recording?
You haven't said it in the recording, though.
Okay, good. So I'm not that crazy. Watch me having actually said it, and then everyone's like, you guys are both wrong. No, he was one of the main supporting leads in the play alongside Jodie Whittaker. So as soon as he came out on stage, I was like, he's enjoyed the world, because that same day they put out some teasing tweet images, and one of them was of him, and I was like, oh. And I think it's that they're connected, because when I first saw the trailer and saw his face, I was like, I swear I've seen you somewhere. And I think it was a promo art for the Duchess. So it's all wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
Did you want to tell people the crazy news that happened for you? The
Crazy
photo
news?
you sent me?
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I didn't mention that. Yeah, I got to get a photo with Jodie Whittaker again, which was nice.
It's just crazy news.
Yeah,
That's just
What was so
the
funny
craziest news.
We planned to record this episode about 12 hours ago, so Saturday night for me when I came back, and I texted Crispy in the evening, I think, just not long after I was coming home, and I was like, I'm gonna be real with you, mate. I am way too tired. Let's not. Oh no, that was it. It was gonna be the Sunday morning, and I was messaging you Saturday night and went, I'm way too tired. I'm gonna be sleeping through our time. Let's just call in the evening. And I figured he might have been like, oh okay, we'll move it. But afterwards, I attached a photo of me with Jodie, and his reply was just what? And then went to sleep. He didn't even say, yeah, sure, new time's fine. Just was like, what? And then went to sleep.
I did it. I saw it. It was like, oh yeah, that's what we're doing. Didn't think to actually confirm or say.
And I woke up and went, so are we okay with this?
Yeah. Sorry, I showed everyone. I showed everyone your photo with Jodie. It was like, yeah, this happened.
Who's everyone?
I showed my girlfriend and my mum.
That's lovely. But your girlfriend's lovely. I haven't met your mum, but I'm sure she's nice. Just
she'd adore you. But what's crazy is a couple weeks back, I met the Seventh Doctor. You just saw Jodie, so I feel like that's quite quick in between Doctors for us in terms of.
And also,
you saw Shooty
you did not tell me something. Do you know what? I'm going to apprehend you for this live on the podcast.
Why? What happened? Why? What?
You did not tell me you were the cameraman of an interview between the 50th Doctor podcast, 50% Doctor Who podcast, and Mr. Sylvester McCoy.
Yeah, I was the cameraman.
You didn't think to tell me that. I found out, and I was like, what?
Have you seen that interview's been picked up by the Radio Times?
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, it's massive.
It's so good. I'm so happy for those two. That's fantastic.
Yeah, no, it's they deserve all the.
We deserve it more, but they deserve it too, I suppose.
We deserve it more, but they deserve it. Yeah, no, I was very, very happy to be in the room for that interview where Sylvester made a slip. The reason the interview is getting picked up is because he talks about Tales of the TARDIS, which is the little extra slice he filmed for the 60th. And he was like, oh, the reason we did that was because Russell wanted audiences to familiarize themselves with the faces of the old Doctor in case they come back. And everyone was like, oh, what? So that they could be coming back. That's the scoop. That was the scoop that the 50% boys got. And oh boy, it's already their most popular video, and I couldn't be prouder. Couldn't be prouder for them.
Crispy, can I just ask you something seriously? What are we titling this episode? Is it even Joyce the World trailer thoughts? Yeah,
we are talking about Joyce the World trailer.
I'm feeling so creative. I just want to be the random Doctor Who episode.
Well, look, I feel it's just nice for us to catch up.
It is.
It's just nice
I'm
for
not
us to
saying
catch
this
up.
out of dismay. I'm loving this, but I'm just looking at my head.
I'm having a great time. If we're having a good time,
Craven,
the people are
trailers,
having a good time.
Sylvester McCoy, Sonic 3.
It's fine. It's
Mesh.
fine. Long-time listeners will enjoy the mayhem. New ones are like, what's going on? They're getting a bit more of a slice as to what
they're thinking there's too much Red Bull going on.
Too much Red Bull, mate.
Full circle. Full circle.
Too much Red Bull, mate. We're not making that a bit. That's not a bit.
But call me Craven, because I'm hunting for more 5-star reviews on our podcast over on Apple Podcasts.
Please.
Leave us a review and we'll read it out in a future episode.
Please.
Do you like it when I go to my branding voice?
Oh, I love your branding voice.
Yeah. You get so random saying random stuff, and then you suddenly turn into a voice where you say, leave your thoughts at who'sthere.com. That's not even a website. We should make that website.
Who'sthere.com.
That's how we launch season 4 of the podcast.
That'd be expensive.
You can now check us out on who'sthere.com.
I bought a domain a couple years back, and I'm paying for it, and I haven't used it. Anyway, that's a side.
Let's use it for the podcast then.
You want to use crispypro.store?
To be fair, I had RedArcherLive.com and then the link stopped working after a year, and I think I was paying for it for like 2 years afterwards. I need to figure out what's going on there.
Oh, man, those things are expensive. I hate
They do be
URLs.
expensive.
I hate
They
it.
do
I
be.
hate all of it. I hate all of it.
It's me too, man. Do you know what I don't hate, though?
What?
Our callers. Can we please take one more caller at least?
Hello from hello.
Hello? Oh, hello. Oh, hello.
Hello?
Hello says hello.
Oh, hello. Oh my gosh.
But
Look, the web.
SpeedPipe does not say hello.
Speaking of URLs, this one's not working either. Here we go. Hello.
Hello, boys. Hello here. First time caller, I think. And I'm from a planet, just like everyone else. Anyway, so Doors of the World, or Worlds, or whatever. I'm just hoping it's going to be a good time. I just hope that we're going to get some good shooting moments, going to get some good stuff from Nicola Coughlan, and that we're just going to have some biting social critique. But honestly, just having a good time. That's what I want.
No, we can't have social critique. Doctor Who is too political now. If that is you, consider seeking help.
Very good.
Sorry.
Wow.
I can't believe that was a first-time caller from someone,
Yeah,
and not someone who's on
excellent.
our Patreon and
Yeah.
calls in constantly. No.
I don't want to hear any more patron people. Anyway, here's Conor McRae.
I don't know. The Joy to the World trailer kind of reminds me of like the last Christmas trailer, where it's like so all over the place that I can't really make out what's going to be where in the episode or how the episode is going to feel or sit. It just feels like a crazy Moffat pipe dream, and I love the man, but let's see if this is going to be in the realm of Voyage of the Damned, or should I say Christmas Carol, or whether it's going to be Doctor Widow and Wardrobe.
What do you think, Troy?
I love that he said Voyage of the Damned first there. But can I also just say, Connor, thank you for being, in fact, no, not thank you. You know what? How dare you? How dare you give us some actual logical trailer analysis in this very illogical, crazy episode that we're having here?
Yeah.
Okay, my brain's not engaged enough for smart thoughts like that. No, he makes a good point. The trailer is very disjointed. In fact, I made a comment to you. We rewatched the trailer together right before this started, and I made a comment to you about how Shooty says to Joy, "What's your name?" She goes, "Joy." He goes, "Top name." And there's a clip of her saying "thank you" that is very clearly from a different point in the episode. And I was just like, that's a bit strange. The lighting's completely different. I was like, that's odd. But yeah, there's a lot happening. And it's probably where
there is a lot going on.
Yeah, it's probably where Doctor Who got the idea for Doctor Whovian. Sorry, not just Doctor Who generally. It's probably where Doctor Whovian got the idea of like the train possibly being part of, if not the whole hotel, because there is a lot of train action going on. You know, like, who knows what's happening? Maybe she's just a big fan of the 2017 film Murder on the Orient Express and just really wants to meet, I don't know, like Johnny Depp or Daisy Ridley, or someone was like, I'm going to be on this train.
Or to be on that train.
Yeah.
What do you think it's going to be? Voyage of the Damned Christmas Carol level, or do you think we have a new Doctor Widow in the Wardrobe on our hands?
I think you should never go into Doctor Who expecting a Doctor the Widow in the Wardrobe, because that would mean that Bill Bailey's coming back and he's going to be wasted yet again, and we don't want that. We don't want him to be wasted on Doctor Who. Okay, he's better than that. He's better.
I would love it. So you know how I think we don't know this, but it's fairly certain that the doors take you to a different point in space and time.
I feel like we just did know that, to be fair, but yeah.
All right. Well, okay. Well, we do know that. What if Shooty opens the door and it's Bill Bailey's trailer in the 2011 filming of the Doctor and the
By the
Widow
way,
in the
mate, you're going to do
Wardrobe?
great on Strictly Come Dancing. All right, bye!
Right, bye, mate.
Oh, I don't know. To be fair, if we're gonna give some actual analysis, we should talk about one thing. What's with all the shooty on shooty action of like him
I
roasting
love some
himself
Shooty
about,
on Shooty action.
like hang on. Whoa. Sex education's
hang on.
finished, Crispy, okay?
Oh,
And this is a
okay,
family-friendly podcast. Thank
All
you
right.
very much.
All right.
Okay? Put your sonic screwdriver away, fella. Enough of that. Enough
All
of
right.
that.
Can't
No, he
do
says
it.
about, you being mysterious is the reason everyone leaves you. And I have seen that line taking some flack, like, oh, we're doing this again. I thought we were over this. What do you think about that? About Shooty having some self-reflection moments?
No, that's when Shooty shot like he's. Well, I mean, I don't know. We're going into this. Everyone's like, Shooty is the most emotional Doctor. He's allowed a heightened emotion, being like, hey, like that's just part of the Doctor's DNA.
Too right.
He ends up, he's an immortal being. Everyone ends up leaving. They either lives past them, or they die along the way, or they leave along the way. It's this very sad life for the Doctor. And so Yeah, if you see a version of yourself, maybe you would have a word to yourself. I definitely have a word to myself. But get your act together.
Wasn't it in, I think, Series 9 of Doctor Who, I believe, was the line about immortality, where it was like, immortality isn't living forever, that's not what it feels like, it's watching everyone else around you die.
Yeah. Sad. It's a sad existence the Doctor has.
And also, it's a reason that I really like the Lazarus Experiment. You know, I said to you I loved that episode as a kid because it was like a real comfort episode for me. But like every time I've rewatched it, there's some really good commentary in that episode about like how you live your life. You know, like a longer life isn't always a better one. And a line I love in particular is some people live more in 20 years than others do in 80. It's not the time, it's the person, which I love.
Gosh.
Like that. Like there's some real. It's like that meme on Twitter, like, hold up, the writing is this fire? Like, there's some good stuff in there. There's some really good stuff behind the strange CGI Scorpion Mark Gatiss.
Oh, bring him back.
But I just love that episode anyway. It's a classic, like, monster film thing in 40 minutes. I think it's just fantastic. The amount of things we've got through in this episode is crazy. My brain just can't keep up.
Do you wonder...
Maybe
we've brought this
quite
up.
often.
Maybe...
Sorry, there's no need for that.
Oh God! Do you wonder? Do you wonder if I can't even remember my point now. No, Troy.
I'm so sorry.
I feel like I brought this up before, but I want a scene where Shooty opens up a door and it's at some point in season 2.
Ooh.
It's at some point in season 2.
Ooh.
And it's
that'd
like,
be good.
not yet, or whatever.
I like that. Yeah.
I
my
hope
mic is
it
too
happens.
loud.
Oh, is it?
Sorry, this is an editing moment, and after my loud laughing, I was like, I hope the mic's not too loud. It turns out it's 10% louder than it should be. That's going to be a fun edit.
too much Red Bull, mate.
I hope I'm not peaking too much during the recording.
Oh, mate, you are peak. You're peaking constantly.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Mate, you have lived more in 20 years than you have in 80.
Oh, thanks. You don't think there's much bull coming from me, then?
Let's listen to the Beast Boss. Hello, the Beast Boss.
Hey guys, it's the Beast Boss from the Solar System. I am very excited for Joy to the World because the trailer was so good. Some of the shots went insanely hard, but I'm not going to make the same joke I did on the Discord server. What's better than Nshuti Getwa? Many Nshuti Getwas, am I right, guys?
That's exactly what I said.
What's better than one Shooty Gatwa? Tooty Gatwa.
Let's listen to Mr. Scarlo. Hello, Mr. Scarlo.
Joy to the World. Wow. That trailer looked really good. The episode looks really fun. Not much to say, really, aside from that. Looks like it's going to be a nice bombastic Christmas special. And I think that this was also maybe one of Shooty's best outfits. Aside from his one in Boom. Also, Crispy, by the way, you should watch Return to Paradise. It's an Australian spin-off of Death in Paradise, so yeah.
Oh my goodness. We've talked about this before. There is a subsect of Who's There listeners, especially the Discord server, who are obsessed with Death in Paradise.
I am constantly on ABC iView, which is basically the BBC iPlayer of Australia. And I see that advertised all the time, and I didn't realise it was a spin-off of that. There you go.
Well, there you go. The more you know. Maybe we should watch it and review it, and we'll get like 20 views from the specific amount of people in the Discord who want us to watch it.
Who want us to watch? You know what? Like Mr. Skull was like, yeah, there's not really that much to talk about. I don't know if Joy to the World or Worlds is that much of a talking point. I think the best move, one of the best marketing decisions that Doctor Who will do for season 2, not Joy to the World, but for season 2, is having that trailer about 2 minutes before the new Wallace and Gromit movie premieres on the BBC. Right? What
do you mean?
Don't you think?
What, putting it right... What?
Isn't Doctor Who just before the new Wallace and Gromit movie?
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about Wallace and Gromit. Everywhere I go, down the street, it's Wallace and Gromit this, Wallace and Gromit that.
Oh,
and
true.
So, the trailer for season 2 will be at the end of the Doctor Who episode.
Oh, yes.
And
you make a very good point.
people are going to be watching. People are going to be watching it and be like, oh, maybe I'll tune in for that. If they give us a release date...
Well, this is what I'm wondering. If it's coming earlier, I wonder if we might get...
They have to.
Well,
if
hang
they're
on,
doing
maybe.
it early.
Maybe this is the Who's There multi-season arc, okay? But the arc only goes back a few episodes. Because Steven Moffat said in his interview I mentioned in that convention I went to last month, he said that he wanted Series 7, the second part of Series 7 to follow straight after The Snowman, and he said that it didn't, not doing that broke up the momentum. What if Steven Moffat has penned a Christmas special that will now indirectly, through Russell T Davies, get his wish of backdooring the next season right after the Christmas special? What if that's what's about to happen?
I want to see it.
I want to see it. I think we're
happen.
probably getting our hopes up more than we should, but that would be an insane turnaround.
It would be fantastic. It would be fantastic. Actually, I think it makes a lot of sense, really, because
And
if
again,
they're
sooner they
waiting,
get season 2 out, sooner they get an answer from Disney.
that's exactly what I was about to say.
I was going to say I
feel
felt bad because I just cut you up so much there, and I'm
no,
sorry,
no.
but at least we have the same idea.
But that's exactly it. If they're waiting for approval, go for it. Go for it. If things are hot off the tails of Joy to the World, if there's a tease for season 2, if there's a beautiful trailer for season 2, get it done.
Do you know what, Crispy? Do you know what? This episode has been all over the place with my brain, but we're going to end with some actual calculations. Oh, never mind. We don't even need them. It's even better than I thought. I thought I'm going to look up and see when the importance of being earnest finishes, and therefore how soon Shooty could start filming if need be. I thought it'd be in February. Turns out it ends the 25th of January, which actually that's funny because I'm seeing it like not long before that, I'm pretty sure. So both this play and the Duchess, like I'm seeing towards the end of closing. That's strange. But point being, even then, if, for argument's sake, we have it on Saturdays after Christmas, it'd be great if it starts on the 28th of December. There's no way that would happen. It'd be way too quick of a turnaround. Let's say, for argument's sake, it starts on Saturday the 4th of January. Not going to happen. Maybe like the 11th. But let's say it does on the 4th. 8 episodes would mean, assuming they don't do a 2-season episode premiere, a 2-episode season premiere, which they may do, assuming it's 1 episode a week starting 4th of January, that would take us to the 22nd of February. So the season, the second season would be over a month after Shooty's play finished. Gives them time to read through scripts, get an idea of what's happening, and then right after that, Disney made their call, and the BBC gets straight into action. Because I wonder how long it actually takes them if their backs up against the wall. How long will it take them to film, edit, and get the series ready if they were actually under a bit more time pressure? Because War Between the Land and the Sea's finished filming now. It finished a couple of weeks ago, so they're in the editing
I don't
room
know.
for that.
I feel like Dream's scenario is they can get it done as quickly as they can because I feel like the scripts are done. I feel like the scripts are locked off. For
I think he said at one point he was thinking of a script for season 4 or something. So yeah, season 2's locked in.
I think that's all good. It would just be logistics and budget and money. Like if Disney pull out, I feel like they'd have to change a few things. The BBC would be like, look, we can't do the futuristic whatever you want, but we can do a BBC version of that.
Do you wonder if they already have a backup plan set up, if they have a budget set from the BBC for if Disney pull out, here's what we can do. We don't want Sony involved. We'll get Craven in season 2.
For all the flack that we give Russell T Davis, because sometimes we're not
the
biggest
speaking
fans.
French?
Well,
I love that man. I am delighted with him constantly.
I was saying the Doctor Who community in general.
Yeah, we love him. We're the number one Ross Davies apologists, you and me.
Yes, it's true. But one thing we can truly give Russell is that he's got a business mindset. He actually he's like, and so I wouldn't be surprised if he does have a backup plan if Disney pull out.
Frankly, at this point, if he doesn't have one, it's a sin. Because he's had years and years to get one ready.
Okay, all right, okay.
You know, he's just sat there eating some cucumber. I'm really stretching it now.
Torchwood.
All right, that'll do, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for listening to this episode of Who's There. But actually, did you have more points? Because one thing we want to finish off with, I mentioned this to you, or you said it to me. You want to talk about the marketing? Have you covered your points, or is there something specific you want to say about
my point
that?
is, I feel like they could have done some more exciting stuff for Joy. We've had one trailer, right, and a couple posters with different titles.
Yeah, I don't think it's been very good promotion. I think there has been like a trailer, but
and I feel like I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. This week they could do some really cool like installation somewhere. Massive Christmas tree or something.
Or they're doing what Steven Moffat did in the 50th anniversary year, where he saved a lot of the budget and stuff for the 50th, and the BBC and Disney are like, let's save the money in the budget for promoting season 2 instead.
Probably.
Which may help, because apparently Choice of the World is being advertised on Disney Plus as special number 5.
Oh, don't even.
Which is just the most terrible choice ever, because that then makes anyone watching Doctor Who be like, oh, so I watch specials 1 to 5 and then season 1? And so you'll be watching season 5 and hear Shooty talk about Millie leaving, and then watch the next season and be like, oh, so she's... what? Huh?
It's
Bizarre.
Horrible. Truly
Bizarre
horrible.
choice.
There's no...
Bizarre.
I actually don't think there's, like... a chronological order on Disney Plus that you can watch it in.
You know, it's just
Like,
another
you
silly
have to-
mistake Disney Plus has made this year, right after cancelling The Acolyte. Yes, I'm
Yeah.
still not over it.
Yeah. Have you seen Skeleton Crew?
I have started watching that. Yeah, I've been watching it. I really like that.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Pretty
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Alright.
I like me a bit of Jude
Alright.
Law.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that, man.
Thank you for listening to episode 140 of Who's There, a Doc 2 podcast, ladies and gentlemen, where we spend the entire time talking about the Joy to the World trailer and marketing, etc. But we are going to lock in next week because it's going to be our last pre-recorded episode of the year.
Oh my
Crazy to
gosh.
think.
Oh my
Crazy to
gosh.
think. Because we'll be doing a live one when Joy to the World's come out. Like we said, we'll nail the time and date a bit closer. Boxing Day seems like a rough guess, but we'll just see what happens. But our last pre-recorded one, so we can just lock it in now. We know it's coming, so the call-out will come out probably the day this goes out. We'll see. But the call-out is we're going to be doing a bingo card for Joy to the World.
Wait. Whoa. What did you say?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
What did you say?
Just do it. Bingo!
Bingo. What? Bingo.
Oh, it's been a while since we've heard this.
It's too late in the day for me and too early in the day for you for us to have this much energy, and somehow we've managed it, and I'm proud of us
Yeah.
for that. It's still
bingo,
going. I thought it stopped. Okay.
No, it's meant to be talked over.
Oh,
it's,
okay.
It's gonna be fun. Bingo is one of my favorite things that we do on this channel.
What?
Oh, it's too damn good. It's too
very
damn good.
You're good. You're good with your little jingle editing, mate. You're good
Thanks,
with
man.
That.
Thanks,
You're
man.
good with
Appreciate that.
Yeah. I'm so excited to hear the Call of the Week jingle for season 4.
Oh.
It's just going to be you going Call of the Week, and that's it.
Going.
That's it. Call of the Week. Call of the Week. Well, ladies and gentlemen, like we said, we're going to be doing a bingo card, and we'll be taking your call-ins for what you think should go in the bingo card. And as always, remember, our bingo card is usually us making pretty decent guesses, but we do love a good couple of Hail Marys and things that probably won't happen, but are funny to talk about. So if you've got a goofy idea as well as a serious one, or, one or the other, both, 50 ideas,
Let
throw
us
them at us
know.
in a call.
Let us know.
Let us know. We'll record a few days after this episode goes out, ish, roughly, and see what y'all have got to say. Sound good, Crispy?
Oh, sounds delicious.
All right. Well, in that case, we're gonna leave now. So until then, it's goodbye from Crispy.
What's this energy, Joe?
I don't know. I feel like the last bit of energy just left my body. That's it now.
It
That's
was the
now.
bingo. The bingo intro has absorbed
Yeah.
everything.
My energy has been gone.
Wow, it's back.
I know. It's time for us to bingo. Crispy, your closing comments.
Joy to the World. You can watch it on Christmas Day on BBC iPlayer and Boxing Day on Disney Plus in Australia and wherever you get your Doctor Who.
Bro's eyeing for that BBC job, and I respect it. I respect the hustle. Well,
Thank you.
We'll see you all next week when we do our 50th anniversary. Okay, we've gone back 11 years. That's it. I'm going to bed. Google has just started recording my voice on both my old phone and my new phone, and it's picking it up as I speak, and it's extremely scary. Please stop it, Google. We will be doing
Wow.
our bingo card special for Joy to the World next week, right before the Christmas special ends. So actually, our prediction episode, Crispy, the bingo card one, is going to go up, brace yourselves, on Christmas Eve. The day before
Yeah.
the Christmas special.
It's the best time for a bingo card.
It's best time for bingo, Christmas Eve. Who doesn't love a bit of Christmas Eve bingo, lad? Who doesn't love
I
a
do.
bit
I
of
love
that?
it.
So, we are going to wrap up there. My final question to you, Crispy, completely unrelated, because I may well talk about it more next week. Have you ever seen Arcane?
No.
Okay, so I'll be careful not to go too mental about it. I just started watching it and I'm getting obsessed already. Surprised I didn't bring it up already. So maybe by the time we talk again, I may have watched more.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you, mate. You should watch it. It's very good. It's very good.
Okay.
Some Who's There listeners are quite happy that I've been watching it. So there you go.
I think they should be proud of you.
Oh, I'm proud of you, mate.
End the call.
I'm proud of everyone.
End this episode.
Oh, end the call. I thought you said and
End
the
the
call.
call.
Oh, all right then. Well, I guess we're going. Thank you all for watching. Crispy's tired of my bull. So see you all next week. Bye from Crispy.
Goodbye.
And goodbye from me. Bye, Alan Z.
Jose. I'm gonna go to work. I got dishes to do.
All right.
I got dishes to clean.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.